Getting platinum in the Uptown Wilderness Summit, unlocking the Jeep. What is it even called? Oh. Pioneer Edition. What's going on? What's going on? My name is Sid and welcome back to a channel that it seems to make made an absolute shambles of this intro, but welcome back. Today we're going to be going into the summit, Uptown Wilderness. We're going to be playing it, getting platinum in that summit by playing all the events, getting them to a good degree so that you also know how to do them on your end. We're going to play it, see what kind of races there is this summit, and of course I'm going to be streaming it tonight as well, so stick around for that. But today we're going to be hopping in here and playing it now, because of course the new Jeep Pioneer Edition is in the game. It's one of the more questionable summit cars of this season, but is it better than the Z4? Yes. Yeah, anything's better than the Z4. So join me in this video. We're just gonna go into it. But just before we do, always remember that there's links down there in the description. There's the Reddit, the Discord. Join the Discord, interact with the community. There's the Animosity Podcast, a podcast that I'm in. There's merch. You can cop yourself some SquadX merch. Regardless, there's a bunch of other links down there. Let's go into the video. And here we are, the Uptown Wilderness Summit. Challenge the best. From downtown LA to Yellowstone National Park, use the craziest cars and prove that you are versatile enough to reach the podium. Simple one that time, there wasn't too much to it. Of course, this week in the Crew 2, we got the Jumeirah as well today, which that video will be out tomorrow on the channel. So subscribe with notifications on to be the first to that video, as well as we're just gonna go to the summit. I already collected my parts for the my stuff for the last summit. So instead, we're just gonna jump into this one. Right, here we are, the summit. See what we're looking at. So we got Candy Rush, we got two-wheeler, all of that. We got all these events. Wait. You see this monster truck event? You need the 370ZZ34. Huh? Surely they're doing it. They must be doing it on purpose. Oh, who cares? Let's get into this summit. Let's go to the low altitude. I won't waste any more of your time. Let's do this. I will just check my parts. Yep. They're good parts. Of course, full skilled, so we are able to do this to the best of our ability. Now, I am not sure if inverted low altitude would be the strat here, because often what you can do is fly like this, which gives you a much higher multiplier. It's also a lot harder to control. Okay, I'm gonna try that one again. Right, inverted low altitude. This thing just refuses to air drift. There we go. Now that's a lot of points. Nope, that's just the ground, Sid. There's not even low altitude. Get back to to there. Oh, there's more mound. Here we go. Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, there's water. Okay. So, right, this should still be quite a good score. I mean, I guess I can do this for now. It's a few extra points. There we go. Not that, I wouldn't call that too bad. I wouldn't call that too bad. I assume that's going to be max score regardless. Yeah, 154k. If I really wanted to, I could try that again, but there's no point. Right, there we go. We'll go over to the slalom now. Now, I wonder, I didn't check the skills of next summit, but I can only presume that escapes still aren't back. And I'm not gonna lie, escapes weren't the best. They weren't like too fun because they were tedious. They were like a lot of them. You just had to get like a specific jump off a specific rock. That was kind of annoying. Of course, this is the car I'm going to be using. I'll show you the parts and the pro settings. Of course, these are the parts: 73% pure, 89% skilled. These are the pro settings. There you go. Of course, pause if you needed. I do apologize for going that quickly. But I don't know. I kind of liked it. Is this a different... No. Escapes were fun. They were a challenge. I am in shambles here. I don't think this... Has this slalom ever been in a summit before? If it was very long ago. But escapes were like... They were actually a fun challenge, and I enjoyed doing them. I do kind of want escapes back, not gonna lie. As much as I might have been like one of the people who were critical of escapes and their use in the summit, I'll admit that I do kind of want them back. Of course, this is the Bolt Interception Unit Hummer. HX concept. If you don't have this, then use the normal HX concept, which you get via the hobbies, you know, the one that you get this one for. Of course, 155k. Let's go over to Buoy smashing. Here we go, and for a third time. Now, this is a very parts-reliant summit, clearly. Pure, skilled, not as much skilled because the Rally Raid one is a boosted set. This is not, but there's the set. These are the pro settings I'm using now. I just use the pro settings I don't really know. You're meant to change them based on what type of event you're doing, but based on what, like if you're doing a race or if you're doing Buoy smashing, but it doesn't affect too much. And just as is always expected, there's of course very many people driving around. If you've got the parts, there's really no need to go for like an insane score. I might actually start like really sweating the summit, like really coming on and getting like, seeing if I can get like the maximum scores, get like, because there's these people that get to like, you know, 10th place, get in the top 10. It's just long. I think there was a full thing that I could have gotten there, but we still got like almost 40k, so it's not the worst. There we go, 156k, the most of all of the 3 slaloms. Slaloms? Skills. Now I was going to use the Lancer because the Lancer, in my opinion, is one of the best, you know, cars in Rallycross, but it seems that everyone is using the Cadillac Escalade instead, which, sure, there we go, the pro settings are now on, but I don't know, I know that it excels in some aspects, and I'm fairly certain it has the highest top speed or like that kind of high-end acceleration, but I guess it depends on the race then. I assume it would do. There is a couple Lancers in all of the records for this race, but this one seems prevalent. Or prevalent enough, I guess. Oh, well, it is this race, which is quite a straight road race. I guess that does make sense now. And I mean, I haven't studied too many of these races. I believe this is the one that you can't cut too many of the squiggly turns, because they actually, like, thought about what they were doing with the checkpoints on these turns. Yeah, you could probably get away with not having to wall ride a lot of them as well. This thing does handle quite nicely compared to the Lancer. I do feel the Lancers are a bit way too slidey. But it's kind of the slidey cars that you just have to get control of, really. Like the Lamborghini Gallardo is quite slidey. Same with the Magma Edition Devo, which is the best hypercar, yet it slides all over the gaff. I mean, unless you literally manage to plow off of a mountain here, I can't even see much, much improvements you can make on this race. Like, it just kind of is the race. It's just a very linear one again. Like, it's not even one of the Rallycross ones where, yeah, you have to take, like, a bunch of cuts. And I'm not gonna lie, not exactly the most enjoyable race either. There we go. I'm barely finding any place to even use any of my nitro with all of these turns, but we got the race done. We'll see what kind of time points-wise that comes out to. Okay, that seems like a higher up score than... That seems like quite a good score. Yeah, 19th on the current, like, world leaderboard of the event. So, I'll take it. I know it's going to go down by a lot, but for now, I'll take it. Here we go. Here's the pro settings for the Corvette Grand Sport. Here's the parts that I'm using. Of course, simple, pure, refill speed parts. I know my Corvette looks disgusting. Now, one thing that does annoy me, right, is that we can use the Corvette Grand Sport in this race, but we can't use the other Corvette Grand Sport, the cooler one, the Armored Edition, which is such like a little thing that it's like, they're technically still Corvette Grand Sports, so why can't we just use that one? Let us use that one. I feel like I vaguely remember that being a thing. Like, I vaguely remember you being able to use, you know, a summit or an exclusive variant of a car in a required car for that car. You get what I mean, though. Like, I'm fairly certain you used to be able to use summit variants of cars if just that car was the restriction. You know, like, it would make sense. Also, yeah, now that I've just showed you this, that's the whole race. You get the gist. I'll skip to the end. Here we go. How many points, I meant. Yeah, there we go. The exact same as the other race. That's a decent amount of points to get, 130k. So essentially just any default good points. Right, Rally Raid event, of course, pure, extra pump. Now, these are half boosted parts because I did, in fact, miss a boosted set. I believe I apparently got this side of the boosted set, but then didn't decide to play the summit that gave you the other side. So then I just grabbed one of the ones that were pure and air refill, and I just recalibrated it so it's not the most boosted, but it's boosted. And you know what? I don't boosted discriminate, so you better watch yourself. Of course, also to clarify, this is the Ford Raptor F-150 Enforcer unit. Oh, it's this summit. Not summit, it's this Rally Raid event. Okay, yeah, this one has been in a bunch of summits. I mean, oh. Here we go. Let's try not to... Here we go. We actually got past it. Oh, I'm carrying on. Of course, attempt to avoid the trees. I probably will do if I do a better run, but at the moment, bad. And then I do vaguely remember this because I believe this was in a very, very early summit that I sweated. I mean, I don't know. It was definitely in a very early summit, but this was one of, I think the strategy I used as well while I was doing this Rally Raid event was I would get to a turn, pause, continue watching the video telling me where to go, and then unpause, do the next turn. And then I realized, oh wait, I can just watch it one way through, and I do actually have more than 2 brain cells, so I was actually capable of remembering where to go. Of course, just like any Rally Raid event, there is a heavy bias towards slipstream, so if you got any mates, get them on, get them to play the summit, get them to help you in this Rally Raid event. Obviously, you want to go left here, go a bit wide, because I know people plow into that rock that I passed on the right. And somewhere there is a ramp. There it is. I mean, I was meant to take this jump. I even vaguely remember memorizing directions. But hey, enough about me waffling. I went the wrong way. Okay, go straight and then go left, because left is definitely easier. But yeah, Rally Raid. Of course, this thing is the best vehicle to use, and slipstream will definitely aid in that. From here, it's quite linear. I'll show if there's any more, you know, direction dilemmas to show. Of course, don't take jumps. If you're taking jumps, I'm sorry to tell you, bad. And that does seem to be all. I do believe that, yep, okay. Why is there trees there? Oh, why do they have to be there, of all places? Why there? Okay, well, avoid those trees, but yeah, that's the route you want to take. And then, yeah, here's the finish. Again, of course, don't be taking jumps. Or, well, also try skipping jumps right. You could probably go to the right of that. I'd assume the right is the way to skip that jump. This is going to be a bad score, but hey, you can tune in tonight on my live to see me get a better score. But the general route is now shown to you, so let's see what we get. There we go, 124k. You know what? That could probably be like 130 something then, instead of 129, because that was quite a low score for how much shambles we were in, and we're already 790th. We're gonna get quite high up here today. Of course, forced vehicle, no pro settings, no parts. All you want to make sure is that you have your icon points set. Here we go. I did see a Bentley Mulliner, which I don't know how Uptown Wilderness that is. In fact, I'll be frank with you, I don't know any of the theme of this summit. Like, there's just Ford Raptors and then also i8s. And I'm not gonna lie, by the way, this thing does look quite cool to drive. It's slow as hell, but it's quite cool to drive. I've allegedly heard it does understeer quite bad, so we're gonna have to see that. I know there's this turn already. Huh. It's not even the worst. Yeah, that really wasn't the worst. It's so slow that I can make all these turns perfectly. Like, I can actually just like, oh, okay, never mind. I take that back. It maybe does understeer just a tad. Here we go. This one, I guess, will be the show. Well, I didn't decide not to brake there. Like, okay. This thing definitely needs a few pro settings. And like, it's just, yes, it's cool, but like, put it in Rally Raid. They must know that no one's gonna want to use it, and it's gonna be garbage in street. Which, in all fairness, right. Looks-wise, this thing does look quite cool to drive. I was looking at the looks, managed to hit a checkpoint, but yeah, looks-wise, this thing looks quite cool. Also, again, this is a very slipstream-reliant race, so if you got any mates, hop them on, try this race out. Like this. This would just be overtake after overtake. Like, the doors are cool and the frame is cool and all of that is cool. But you know what? It's unique. It's better than the Z4. It's better than the Z4. Like, it actually has, like, some of the most unique customization for a summit car. It's one of the first that isn't stuff added onto the stock car. Instead, it's stuff that is like changed on the stock car, which might even be the first to do so. Yeah. Every other Summit car is like something's added on, or like a spoiler or something like that, or like a wide body. This one's actually got like something changed. And I'm not counting a turbo sticking out the bonnet, that's minuscule. This is quite grandiose. I assume it's low rated. Because even the Porsche Speedster wasn't this slow when it was first out. As in, like, when you were able to use it in the event. It wasn't this slow. We'll see how many points we got. Of course, there was only really 2 slip-ups there. And we're looking at about 130k almost. 128.8. We might just essentially go for 130s in every single one of these events at this rate. Okay, and now the Moab Quicksand race. Here we go, the Jeep Moab Quicksand concept, whatnot. It is. Jeep do seem to be giving the crew a lot. They do seem to be giving the crew a lot. Here we go, of course, we are using the same, what do you call them? Parts. We're using the same parts as the other Rally Raid event. Which I'm not too fond of. Especially when there's a boosted set within that spec. When it's a street, because street there hasn't been a boosted set yet, surprisingly. Considering there's even been one for Hypercar, there's been a boosted Nitro Chemist set for Hypercar. I'm surprised there hasn't been one for street yet. But yeah, when there's street races, I've got like, I think 2 full sets of like Nitro Chemist, re-rolled everything, like a full Nitro Chemist street set. Because it's just done to the best that I am able to do, which is like the normal amount. So I've got 2 of those sets. Now I'm not sure if these things slow you down. I'd assume they would, because I'm being slowed down very much. Yeah, oh no. I assume you skip those now that I think about it. Okay, we'll try and avoid like feel. Because I have to switch around the parts. That's all it is. It's just a minor inconvenience that I don't like. Which, yes, it's just a minor inconvenience. Get over it. It doesn't mean the inconvenience, there was a possibility for the inconvenience not to exist. You know. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I managed to hit like every tree in that race. Bad race. I think, honestly, you just have to try and error that one. There's probably a dedicated route you can use, but Jesus, was that... Yeah, that was horrendous. Let me try that once more. Oh, bad event. Okay, we need the Corvette Hypercar convertible. Bad event. Right, here we go. Corvette, I believe... No pro setting. Right, the Corvette now does have pro settings on it. There you go. Let's head over to the event. And of course, I would also recommend put your gearbox down to like 7 or 8. Low. Not too low, but low. There we go. Now, they just do love doing their Hypercar rallycross, don't they? I mean, okay, at least it's a simple rallycross race. There was a bit of tarmac at the start. There's a bit of dirt, but it does seem to be a lot more tarmac than dirt. So I'll take that. Okay, yeah, it's actually it's a very linear race. I don't mind this. I'd say this is actually quite alright. I'd go as far as to say this is quite alright. Okay, it's quite harmless. It's one of the more harmless of the crossover events. There we go. Not the worst. Not the worst. 114k. I know there's improvements I can make. I didn't actually alter my gearbox because I don't like doing so. But that puts us at 189th in the summit. Not the worst, of course. You can see for yourself. There we go, 189th. And that does in fact conclude the video. Thank you to the popular members, all of these guys, and a very, very special thank you to Icon member, For the Love of Life. This guy's insane. For the Love of Life, check him out as well. But of course, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it because I enjoyed making it. It's about it from me. We will be getting this Uptown Wilderness thing. Jesus, I'm very glad that I only have to make these Summit car videos once a month. And I don't do normal videos for every Summit in general. Bit less, you know, bit more stream Sid than video Sid here, but like, Jesus. Especially for something like this Jeep. There better be some better Summit offerings after this next update. Not to mention, we've got the Corvette coming up, which is what, like 4 weeks? It's not the worst. It's bearable, I guess. I don't know. It didn't even feel like that long ago that we had Winter Agent. It's still in my last, like, 5 videos. But if anything, that's more on me for not uploading. But I will be getting back on upload soon. That's about it from me. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. in a bit.
My heart spills, so I'm cleaning up a mess, yeah. I gotta go to church, feel the demons at my neck, yeah. When I'm on a pill, I be feeling like I'm blessed, it's a curse. When I'm on the drugs, I'm the worst, shawty. Tell me how it feels, tell me does it hurt. Tell me if it's wrong when I'm lifting up your shirt, shawty. Tell me if it's real, or would you leave me in the dirt?